Good day, collectors. This is Scaling Drive back with another review, this time of a Matchbox moving parts. As you can see, it's the 84 Rover SD1 Vitesse. This is a new packaging designed by Matchbox, which is, I believe, the car is also. Wait, let me remove this. Yep. So this isn't plastic, this is some recyclable material, and the metal here, it says, not here actually, I think it says at the back, yeah, made from recycled metal. So they have done some eco-friendly packaging, but I like the packaging style with some artwork halfway across, cut diagonally, and you can see the car as well. Although there is some danger of damaging the car if it's kept in a shop and falls, or maybe some kids dents it, but still the packaging is great, and the artwork here is also great, and it shows the moving part, which is the hood, and it is a front hinged hood. I like those kind of hoods. Don't know how practical they are in real life, but it looks really cool. Yeah, so this much about the packaging. Let's start and go ahead and uncard this. Okay, like this. It's packaging material, but I always like to get it out because these boxes tend to scuff the window pieces. Yeah, so okay, I can, yeah, you can push the car with your fingers from the back. Okay, that's nice, interesting. So this is a softish material. Yeah, material is nice. It is less likely to scuff the windscreen. Yeah, better than plastic pieces. You can keep the car in this, I believe. Yeah, so let's remove this. Let me, okay, turn on some light as well. So maybe it was better without the light. Yeah, I think it's better without that spotlight. So this is a beautiful little model. This, I like this fastpack design. I believe this was one of the earlier fastpack designs. Yeah, front and rear, the tampo work is done. Matchbox does a really great job with these car designs as well as tampo work. So first of all, the name of the car. It's a basically in India it was came as standard, yeah, but it's a Rover 1984 Rover. SD stands for Specialist Division, and SD1 is Specialist Division 1. So this particular division was engaged in designing uh, special cars, as you can say. It was developed by British Leyland's in-house design team, and this specialist division combined Jaguar, Rover, and Triumph brands at the time. Yeah, so that's an interesting anecdote I found on the net. Another interesting aspect of this car is that this one came to India in the form of Standard 2000. I'll harp on it a little later. Yeah. So more about the British antecedents of this vehicle. And one more thing I missed out, Vitesse. Vitesse is, I think, French for speed or performance. So this was supposed to be a performance oriented model of this 5-door fastback. Yeah. Going through my notes, it was manufactured by British Leyland between 1976 and 1986 under the Rover brand name, and this is a front engined rear wheel drive. Okay, you can see the Some drivetrain details on the base as well, which is nice detailing there by Matchbox. Front engine rear wheel drive vehicle, and it came with various petrol and diesel engine options. Yeah, this angle looks great. Yeah, in fact this vehicle won the European Car of the Year award way back in 1977. So this was, you can say, a legendary car, at least for 1977. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the casting now. Yeah, so this is beautiful casting in red. It looks a little bit orangish red under camera, but it's more red than you think. Yeah, from the side the profile looks fantastic. I remember seeing this car in India, which came as standard 2000. And this looked like a best looking car, not a supercar, maybe a supercar for us during our childhood. This fastback design looked so cool. And a very interesting anecdote about this model design is the front part was inspired from the Ferrari Daytona itself. No wonder it looks so nice. I don't think during my childhood I knew about the Daytona, but this was my Daytona at that time. Yeah, very few people could afford it because it was expensive for that time. So yeah, yeah. Talking about the design, nice clean sides. You have some door handle markings plus a fuel cap marking over there. B and C pillars have been blackened out, and there's a strip on the door. I think this was a separate plastic cladding with a silver highlight as well. Yeah, so nice. And the wheel designs also look nice, although I remember the car came with like central hubs with a chrome cap. Yeah, and this is a chrome lip. And let me check the, yeah, the real car had a design closer to this, not exactly like this. The central hub was much smaller and the black part was thicker, as far as I remember from childhood. I might be a little off, maybe. Yeah. So yes, nice wheel design, nice choice by Matchbox. I love it. And plus you can see these blackened parts which are represent the front and rear bumpers. Really nicely done. So this black piece is separate. It's not part of the interior because this has got a nice contrasting tan, or you can say beige interior. Yeah, so the bumpers are a separate plastic piece, which is a really nice touch. I love it. And it has got a metal side view mirror, another nice detail. And moving on to the Ferrari Daytona front. Okay, that looks smashing. Front quarter and rear quarter angles are really superb. Love it. So coming to the front, you can see the badge over here, Rover badge. It's tiny, but that's fine for not a mainline casting, but a moving parts lighting mode. This is priced at about 399, 400 in India, so you can say a little more than $4, $4 US. Yeah. So the bonnet design has this scallop, and yeah, it's indented, really nicely done in the molding. Yeah, and there's a central line, raised line also. Really nice design. I love it. The headlights have been nicely done up, plus their orange side indicator lights. Yep, that's really nicely done. And bumper has this pieces which I believe were stainless steel pieces in the real car. Or maybe this is a different version. This is a high performance version actually. Yeah, so yeah, nice design. And you can see there's a air intake, and this has got some details. Yeah, it's got not a deep, not an intense, but a few lines there, so gives it a mesh look, and plus there's some these dots over there. So perhaps they're replicating the real model. So really nice design. So this side is similar to the other side, except that this doesn't have the fuel lead marking. Yeah, so you can see the front bumper. This is quite low, and this is a front kind of splitter, air splitter. So this being a performance version, that's why. And you can see this lower sill is part of the red base, which is a really nice design choice by Matchbox. Yeah. And now that we're looking at the Village, have a look at the base as well. 1984. Yeah. And this is a new casting, so 2025 copyright date, and this is manufactured in Thailand. Okay, nice. So from the top you can see there's a cutout for the sunroof. Maybe it came with a sunroof version as well, not in India at least, I don't remember that. And should we, yeah, let's check out the hood as well. It doesn't, this is a front hinged hood, so that's nice. I like front hinged hoods, so I won't open it too much. Yeah, the details are nice. Yeah, nice for a $4 casting. Yeah, you can see, yeah, it's an inline engine. So this came with the various engine options, mostly inline 6-cylinder, and there was a V8 option also. I believe this, no, this is the inline 6 option only. Engine looks, yeah, inline 6 option. There's a V8 option also. In India we received a 4-cylinder 2000cc engine, which was quite powerful for that time, but it wasn't that powerful for a fairly heavy car, and the fuel average was also low, so it didn't have a very good run in India, as it was expensive for that time and less fuel efficient. But yeah, coming back to the casting, nice details. You can see there's a blackened part of the firewall, there's some air filter, and you can see the struts are also painted black here. Really tiny detail, but nicely done there by Matchbox. Yeah, you can look at from this side as well. Yeah, nice detail, nice detail. And looking at the interior, the steering wheel is one big blob, but that's fine. I don't really care much about the interior as long as it's fairly well done. It's a beigeish interior, and the seats have a ribbed design, so that's a nice detail. You cast it in the, and yeah, this is a huge rear parcel shelf, which was a hallmark of this car vehicle. Okay, the bonnet shuts nicely, and the shut lines are also quite acceptable. Yeah, in fact the shut lines from the top are really tight, really tight. I like it. Very nice molding by Matchbox. I believe this is one, this will be released in other colors also, and it'll look nice. I remember the dark blue color, which is basically the BMW blue color. In that color, I remember the car in that color in India. Okay, coming back to the back. Okay, this has an exaggerated spoiler, or this was a standard spoiler, I believe. Yeah, standard lip spoiler. Really enhances the look of the car. And coming to the rear, there's a number plate which says RVR SD1, which is Rover SD1, and there's a Rover moniker here as well, and Vitesse over here. Wow, really tiny but nice stamping there by Matchbox. And then there is tampos for the tail lights, the brake lights and parking lights, reverse lights in white, and indicator lights in orange. Nice demarcation and nicely done. I don't know if any premium model maker has replicated this model, but this is the best model till date for me at least. Yeah, tires are standard plastic ones with a tread pattern on the sides, you can see, which is fine. So spoiler comes out quite a bit, yeah. And bumper, as I said, is a separate plastic piece, I believe. How did they run it, man? From the front till the rear. Nicely assembled by Matchbox, I must say. Yeah, it would be interesting to open this up also. It looks like if you can open it, but you can't. And there's another detail over here. There's a wiper marking on the windshield as well. Yeah, nice. They did in the mold. Front wiper markings are also there. I missed them. Nice. I don't think they have missed out anything in this. Maybe the antenna, but you don't get antenna in these kind of cars because children can break them and they can swallow them, so that's fine. Yep, really nicely done, really nicely done. So looking at that car, I was trying to see which other car does it resemble, the fastback design and shape. So yes, first thing came to my mind was Mustang only, Ford Mustang. The rear, you can see the fastback design, and you have to keep in mind this is a coupe, whereas this is a four-door vehicle, and still it looks so racy. Yeah, this is not an easy design to execute with this. And I just realized this rear quarter panel is quite large for any car. Yeah, this is the largest I've seen in any, you can say, sedan. Yeah, quite large rear quarter panel. Yeah. So the Mustang, the 67 Mustang, this is by Hot Wheels. So this came to my mind, and maybe there's a 67 Shelby GT500 as well. Yeah, 67 Shelby GT500. So this part is not easy to execute, and here also they had some plastic piece on this Hot Wheels casting. So this area can become quite bulky and it's not easy to design. So in that sense, this is a fantastic design. And one more Mustang, let's see. Okay, this is the Mark 1. Oh, two reds, yeah. Two reds. More I look at other cars, more I like this Vauxhall, yeah. Mustang Mark 1 is legendary, no doubt, and it's quite a long car, quite wide as well. Could be slightly larger than 1:64 scale. And yeah, and let's compare with one more. This is the Mark 1 only, yeah. This is another year, yeah. So here this is got those louvers at the back, and this is also nice casting by Hot Wheels. Only thing, the staggered wheels I don't like. Yeah, so yeah, so you can see this part can sometimes look a little bulky and all. Here they've given a bigger glass area and looks nicer. Yeah, really nice design. Another casting that came to my mind while looking at this design and shape was this, the Ford Falcon. This one is a premium one by Greenlight. This is the 1973 Ford Falcon X8. So 73 is quite old. Did I tell you about the production of this car? So this Vauxhall came out in 76, and it was in production from 76 to 86. So yeah, so this Falcon came before 1973. Okay. All right. So again, but then this is again a two-door, and this is a four-door. That's why. And this came to India. I don't remember the actual year. I had to Google it. In 1985, and it had a short production run till 1988 only, due to the reasons that I stated earlier. underpowered engine for that time, but it was quite powerful in the Indian auto scenario, but underpowered for that vehicle, which was fairly heavy and not fuel efficient at all. That's why it didn't have a good run in the Indian market. Though many people swapped the engine for a more fuel efficient diesel engine, Isuzu engine, I believe, 1800 cc Isuzu engine, yeah, which was quite popular at that time. So yes, coming back to the comparison with the Ford Falcon, this one is from, I believe, Mad Max, yeah. So that's why it's been done up a bit. But yeah, you can see this is the bulky area I'm talking about. So not easy to execute that. So yeah, great casting by Matchbox. I love it. I usually don't like opening parts because the shut lines are quite wide and they spoil the stance of the casting, especially for doors. I love it when they do the hood, but the door shut lines, they are generally wide because to make them open they have to keep a gap over here. So yeah, so this front hinged hood looks great. Superb casting by Matchbox. So already over 20 minutes, so hope you like my review. Let me know. Please do the usual, you know what to do. Okay, cheers now from Scaling Drive Diecast.